The coverage continues at Busworld India Conclave. Vincent, thank you so much for joining us. As CEO, you must be a proud man today, bringing Busworld India back after a hiatus of about 8 years.
I am very proud.
Right.
And it was a challenge to come back to India.
Right.
But we did it. And the result of this conclave is very positive.
Right.
And I can only say we were excited, we are excited,
Right.
and we will be more excited to see what India has for us.
Right. You mentioned that the Indian ecosystem compelled you to come back to India, look at the India edition again. Tell us when did this whole thing germinate into a concrete plan?
It was not so long ago,
Right.
but it was depending, and it depends on the people I speak to.
Right.
And many stakeholders last year in the Busworld Europe event,
Right.
Indian stakeholders, they told me, Vincent, you have to come back because we need to internationalize our products.
Right.
And operators, they want to work together with Busworld to take a next step.
Right, right. How do you gauge the response from the OEMs and the fleet operators? Just like Indian operators and OEMs wanting to participate in Busworld Europe, you know, the eventual goal and something that you might be aspiring to do would be to get global players back to India. How do you look at this healthy exchange?
Like I always say, the internal market is the most important market for operators
Right.
and for suppliers, OEMs or bus builders.
Right.
And we as Busworld, we can add a component, and that's the internationalization.
Right.
Busworld as such is only a gateway, an interface for the industry
Right.
and the decision makers and the operators who buy buses.
Right.
At the end, if a company is not export proof, Busworld can do nothing about it. But we can only reach out our hand and say, look, this is maybe a potential client or partner for you
Right.
internationally.
Right. Has anything taken you by surprise in terms of the appetite that India is showing for the bus and coach segment?
I was surprised by the fact that everyone is really a fan of Busworld.
Okay.
And in one way, it doesn't surprise me, but in the other way, it always surprised me because we are a small company in Belgium
Right.
with a large output, and the fact that people are really willing to join us, we can be very influential into the bus market.
Right, right. How difficult or easy has it been post-COVID to get exhibitors come back to this format again? And as somebody who has a bird's eye view of all the markets that Busworld reaches out to, what is your assessment of near-term and long-term plans? So, you know, our plans on hold, our plans materializing faster than ever? Which markets look promising?
We were afraid during COVID that the world stood still and wouldn't start up again,
Right.
and that the exhibitions and events like we have today, it would be very hard to start this again, but this was really not true.
Right.
People after COVID were so happy to interact again, and they really learned and felt how it was to stay at home and to have no interaction.
Right.
So until today, I have noticed that the dark period of COVID learned a lot worldwide for everyone, pronouncing that coming together under one roof, discussing, talking about the industry and about other things is really beneficiary for business as such.
Right. What do you make of the whole Western Asia conflict, and what kind of repercussions you're seeing on the exhibition environment per se and the bus industry at large?
Coincidentally, I spoke to the Belgian ambassador today, and he has a political view on the world.
Okay.
And I asked him, and we spoke about it, the fact that there are multiple conflicts worldwide today,
Yes.
and that the US is sort of isolating themselves. It gives the opportunity for Europe, and that is actually happening, to look in a better way and in a deeper way, with a deeper understanding, to a country like India.
Right.
And it's really today an opportunity to strengthen each other, to come together, and to look for opportunities in the future, in the near future, and in the long term.
Right. I'm sure you have the opinion that the FTA between India and EU would be a big boost to this whole.
Absolutely, because you have to know that after the Second World War, 45, because of the fact that the Americans, the Allies, saved us from the Germans, for many years Europe looked always to the US as their caretaker, their business partner, etc. Falling asleep, because doing business with the US, big market, a capitalist market, we send a lot of products there. We felt a little bit asleep. They were also protecting us with NATO on a military basis.
Right.
And now with the actions of the president of the US, he waked us up. We are all shocked, but in a way he did a good thing. And that is what we are seeing, for example, with the bilateral agreements between Belgium, our country, and India, that can only enrich our countries, our people, our economy, and the business as such, and also for buses and coaches.
Right. To end it, you of course head into Jakarta from India. Tell us about the unique aspects of USPs that one should look out for when you land at Busworld Jakarta. They're followed by Turkey to end this year. Well, what are the USPs and the things that people should look forward to?
Why we were initially in Jakarta? Because we had the intention to make a hub for Southeast Asia.
Right.
The thing is, what we have noticed through the years, that Indonesia is quite closed country.
Right.
But that is not a bad thing. Why? Indonesia has 300 million people.
Right.
It's a huge market, and the politics, the decision makers, they are ready to invest definitely in EV, electrical buses, and they are rebuilding Jakarta as a city.
Yes.
So the opportunities are huge. The only thing is, it's for the moment in a certain hold position, and once the funds are freed, there is a big opportunity for OEMs, suppliers, etc. in Indonesia. And that's why we are holding our place and our event in Jakarta.
Right. Does the new capital change anything in terms of logistics?
Yes, logistics, and they are building a new capital because Jakarta is sinking. So on another island, they are building a new city.
Right.
And that needs a lot of challenges, infrastructure, and in that infrastructure, the bus is definitely a big partner.
Right. Thank you so much for your time.
No
We
problem.
wish you a very good India Conclave.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.